Welcome to the Work Wives and Real Lives podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ava. We're two best friends and coworkers spilling the tea on business, boundaries, and all the beautiful chaos in between.
From workday wins to real life messes, we're talking through it all.
Unfiltered, unpolished, and always putting friendship first.
Think of it as your weekly catch up with your favorite coworker turned soul sister.
So grab your coffee
or your wine
and let's get into it.
Stunning. Hello, Work Wives and Real Lives fam. It is your favorite wives, Katie and Ava.
Ayo.
Checking in.
I'm
sorry. I'm like half a bottle of wine deep already.
I love that.
It's been
I love that for you.
It's been an evening.
It's gonna be a great episode.
It's, my husband had very important, and we're going to talk about the husband hate because I've got a lot of feedback on it from his alleged friends. Yeah.
The alleged friends that take him away from his family for 4 hours to do dungeon shit.
And this is why I'm half a bottle of wine deep on a Tuesday night when we're filming. We were supposed to start filming 57 minutes ago, but I was not able to do so because he had to run a dungeon because he wasn't allowed to do so on Mother's Day. God forbid. And he has to get in his one a week.
He had to make up for lost time.
So he picks the one night we're filming.
Well, at least he didn't do it Sunday. So then did the trash cans
he didn't do anything else Sunday.
So. No.
The trash cans. So we'll get to Sunday, but he's been running a dungeon and Everett's been melting down. So I waited, and apparently I'm not allowed to comment on. Not even comment. I'm not allowed to report facts on my home life without me just
free
being
country,
a horrible person.
Free speech. No.
Right? Like, it isn't The Handmaid's Tale yet. Okay, people?
I guarantee all the people commenting are men and his friends. So goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Goodbye, Kyle. I wish one of them was named Kyle. I could say that more, but I'll say it anyway. So we're here. We're back. We took a little siesta last week because we were booked and busy. I don't know.
Per usual.
Schedules didn't align. I don't even know what I did last week. I can't think that far behind me, but I was busy. You were busy. I went to New York.
Yeah, you were in the Big Apple.
Big Apple. I think there was like events every night before that. It was just a busy
the children were children. Yes.
Children. Anyway, so we didn't film last week. There's a boats and hose group chat. Oh, let's see. Anyway, let me find my notes. So today we are talking about. We need to get into the title quicker before we dig into the men. It will happen.
Yeah.
So today, whenever you're watching this morning, I don't know.
Morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah, we should probably not let me do the intros anymore.
It's fine. You're doing great.
Is it burnout or is this job just not it? Which I have experience in for sure, as we've talked about, me leaving my last company. Ava's not allowed to leave, so I don't really know what she's going to contribute to the conversation, but she can talk about her burnout.
Yeah.
She's burned out.
I am burnt out.
She's burned out. That's fine. We're going to talk about it. So let's hop in. Ava, why don't you start us off strong with your week update?
Quick, easy, to the point. I'm still here. Did nothing. Did nothing. No.
Did nothing.
A lot of things happening. A lot of things moving, grooving. I'm growing. Life over here, 3D printing a child day by day.
Oh, that's
and
so cool.
It is cool. I had a anatomy, secondary anatomy checkup, and it's so fascinating just what you're able to see and view on the ultrasound. So being able to see the baby's 4 heart chambers, and then the blood flow through his veins, and then brain activity. It's crazy what you can see.
Can we talk about the fact that you needed a second anatomy scan? Anatomy scan, because
sure did.
You are the most boring pregnancy eater, and you're feeding this kid salad, and so he's just napping all day.
He's just napping. So my first anatomy scan, it was literally the next day after I came home from traveling all day from California. And so I feel as though because I was sitting down the whole day and then that night obviously went to sleep
Sleeping.
and then
Yeah.
sleeping and
Yeah.
then my appointment was super early in the morning and so I feel like he just got very comfortable. I don't know if I've announced I'm having a boy.
Well, we just did. So yeah,
We
there
just
it
did.
is.
There it is. Um, he was just curled up in a ball the whole time, so you could barely see his full anatomy and body. And they're able to get like a good chunk. We were in that room for quite some time. And so they're like, yeah, you're going to have to come back. And so we can get like a deeper view and depth into all of it. But yeah, homeboy loved chewing on his fingers, curled up in a ball, just living his best life in that little cocoon.
Cocoon. That's so
So,
cute.
yeah, went back yesterday and he was rolling, pulling all the way around. And then he kept like flipping around. And so the ultrasound tech couldn't get a good visual of his full heart and brain. And so I was in there for, again, quite some time.
He
But
was like, no photos, Mom. Like, we're
yeah,
good.
and then he finally hit the right spot and immediately like put his hand over his head and was like,
Mm,
nope, you
not
cannot look at
today.
me. Don't look
Not
at me.
today. Don't look at me.
But yeah, so
That's
he's
sweet,
growing.
though.
Okay, so I feel like he's going to be a big boy because,
I mean, your husband's large.
yes, he was a large baby as well. So
How big was he?
I want to say he was between 9 to 10 pounds,
Yeah, that tracks.
but also he's going to hate that I'm sharing this. Had to go on a baby diet within the first few months of life on Earth because he grew at like a rapid pace and
But
speed.
it's so little. I don't
I
understand.
know. I know.
That's
But
gonna
if
be you.
his whole other side of his family, every person within his family are giants. I would say he's probably the shortest one besides his sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the baby diet. That's fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, he just loved that titty. So, but when I was in my appointment yesterday, the ultrasound tech, she was talking to me about his growth and she's like, yep, baby's, well, yeah, he's looking like he's in good shape, good growth. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And
Yeah, great.
then I went into my appointment room with the doctor and she's reviewing the ultrasound and she's like, oh, baby's really well on track with his growth. I was like, what does this mean? I was like, how
Yeah.
big is he? She's like, oh, he's about 1 pound, 6 to 7, 8 ounces right now. It's like, is that large for where I'm at? But I guess so.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Great.
I mean, things are tight in there. I feel it.
You
And that's
feel
probably
everything.
why he's curled up into a ball. He's like, Mom, there's no space.
There's no space. Your
There's no
body will
space
make
for me.
space. I believe that our bodies evolve to fit the humans growing inside of us.
Which is wild.
Yeah. But we need
It's
to get the baby
insane.
out early. And I'm thinking,
Not early.
well, not that early, not
Yeah.
this early,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
but you don't want to be me and go 42 weeks. Like,
Correct.
we don't want to
Correct. No.
on time to like a week early. Everett, we forced out a week early, and that was ideal because he
Yeah.
was 9.5 pounds a week early.
No, no,
So,
no. He needs to stay in there for the appropriate length of time. And
yes,
let
yes,
us
yes.
talk about how, when you are pregnant, people say the wildest things to you.
Oh, absolutely. They're unhinged.
They're so unhinged. It's like unfiltered.
Yeah.
Just spewing things at you. This past week, this woman is asking me how far along I am. I tell her, and then she proceeds to tell me about her daughter that went into early labor at 25 weeks and pulls out a preemie diaper out of her bag, shows me the diaper. I'm like, oh, cute. Like, I'm 2 weeks away from that due
Yeah.
date. Not due date, but from the
From
emergency.
that point, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I've just been in my head ever since she showed me that. It's like, why would you show a pregnant woman something like that?
People have no sense of the appropriate these days,
No,
I'm convinced.
it was wild. And so I'm just standing there
Like,
just
what are
in
you supposed to say
complete,
to that? Like,
yeah, complete shock and also like panic.
yeah.
Insane behavior. But, you know, here I am.
He's growing. He's
He's
big.
growing. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. So,
Yes. Yes. Um,
yeah.
I haven't discussed with my husband if we're sharing the name to like people outside of our close knit, but anytime I have shared the name with someone, they're like, "Oh, that's a football player." I was like, "What?"
It is?
Apparently. But the only people
Oh.
that tell me this are like older grown men.
The only football players I know are on the Kansas City Chiefs currently. So,
Same.
and like the big ones, like Tom Brady, obviously, like
Right.
Drew Brees,
That's about it. Yeah,
Sierra's
same.
husband,
Oh, yeah. That I mean, no name.
Russell Simmons, Russell
Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
Russell Simmons. There's a man out there. There's a famous man.
I think he's a
Rich Simmons. No.
I think he's like a producer. Kamora Lee Simmons' husband. He does
Yes.
something and he's
A music
music.
producer. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was okay. You know, we're doing the best over
Yeah,
here.
apparently he's
He's a football player. I'll
a
have to
football
Google
player.
this.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I'm not
Was he good?
familiar with his work. Apparently he was good.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. My dad was the first one to tell me that, and then he was saying how one of I think it's my
I find that very obscure that your dad would know this obscure baseball player
well,
or football player. Like your dad doesn't give me like sports vibes.
some family member on his side was his attorney.
Okay.
Fun factoid.
I guess your dad likes the Clippers, so he likes basketball.
My brother likes the Clippers.
Oh,
My
Jobido.
Yeah, Joe Bideau likes the Clippers.
What up?
Yes. But yeah, fun fact of the day. Outside of being pregnant, all that fun stuff, we did go see The Devil Wears Prada 2.
You did?
Yes.
Loved it?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
So good.
I saw it with Jamie and Amy last weekend.
10 out of 10. Rude.
Well, you moved, so
I know. How dare you guys get
you would have
together
been
without
there
me?
if you lived here.
I thought it was great. I think they did a great job
Yeah.
just tying it all together, a little nostalgia from the first movie. I cried at the end, obviously.
I didn't cry, but I loved it.
It was so good.
I thought it was so good.
Highly recommend all to go see. And then that's pretty much it.
Okay.
The dogs are dogging, the husbands are husbanding,
How's your packing going?
It's not because I refuse.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm boycotting.
You packed the last house. You're gonna pack.
I
You're not
did.
gonna pack this one.
Nope. I started to, and then I was quickly offended and it's like, nope, why am I doing this?
No. He can either pack or he can pay for packers.
Yep.
This is how the world works.
How it's going.
Yeah.
Tell me about you. Tell us how things are at the home front. How are the cyber trucks cybering these days?
Oh, they're stalking me, first of all. Like, I saw them a lot. I live in Orange County, California. If you live here, there's
Yes.
cyber trucks everywhere. But, like, they are really trying to
There's
get
a name
famous.
to this. It's something where you like notice one thing and then it continuously happens. Is it the Mandela effect?
I don't know.
My husband
Don't
knows.
ask me about psychology. He would know.
He probably yeah, it is the Mandela effect.
Okay.
Where like you notice it and then it just continuously happens. Where you
Yeah, no,
continuously
the
see
cyber
it.
trucks are everywhere. But what I will say is I appreciate the people out there in the wild doing the work. I am getting submissions, and this is not a lie, from all four corners. Actually, Pacific Northwest, I need you guys to step it up. But otherwise, all four corners of the US, like
Wow.
Florida, Chicago, what up, Marissa? New
Who do you
York,
know in
New
Florida?
Jersey. My girlfriend Emily from high school. Shout out Emily. She's
Don't know
sending
her.
me stuff.
Thanks, Emily.
You wouldn't know her, but she's great. We love her. Marissa up in Chicago. Heather, Kelsey, Mary up in the Northeast. I got one I think from Virginia the other day. They're everywhere.
Well, let me tell
Of
you,
course
they're
I'm getting a lot in
nowhere.
California.
Yeah, they're nowhere to be found in Tennessee. I think I've
Do you
seen.
guys even have electric charging stations in your state? Like, I don't.
do in I mean, I don't pay attention to it because
Yeah.
I have
You don't partake in.
a
Yeah.
gas car.
Ugh. So sad.
Um, yes, but
Just because you
yeah,
have to like go to it's like the inconvenience of like having to like go to
yeah,
the pump and like whenever I get in my husband's car, if I have for whatever reason need to drive it, besides the fact I'm running over half the cars on the road, it's always empty. It's always empty. And it's like, why? Just why? So when I do have to go get gas, I'm like, because I haven't had to get gas in like, I don't know, 3 years now. I'm just like, this
see,
is
that's
such
how
an
I feel
inconvenience.
about charging a car, just like the inconvenience and time that it would take to like sit at a charger.
But I don't do that. I've
Okay.
had to do it once when I didn't plug in my car all the way and it didn't charge and I had to drive to San Diego for work. But
Yeah.
I just plugged it into a supercharger and then I took an Uber to where my meeting was. And then someone dropped me off and whatever. But
Yeah.
like I've never like actually really sat at a charging station. Like it's always like I either plug it in when I get to my office if I again forgot to charge it overnight
Yeah.
or it's just charging overnight. So
See, I would not trust myself with an electric car because I let my phone go to literally 1% and then it dies and then I charge
well,
it.
my phone does that too, but it's just because it's Apple's conspiracy plan to
Oh, yeah, yeah.
kill your phone battery so you buy a new one.
I refuse to update my phone. There's been an update, I think, recently. So I refuse because I
Mm,
know what you're trying to do, Apple. You're not
we
going to
know.
win. We know what you're up
My
to.
phone dies by 11 a.m. every day. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
And I have to
same.
recharge it. Yeah.
Yeah. My husband's always in shock. He's like, how is your phone already dead? It's not even 12 o'clock. I'm like, we got lots to do. Apple, blame them.
There was one time I was teaching a couple of classes and it went down like 50% in battery. And when I'm teaching, I'm not on my phone. I mean, sometimes I am, but like,
You are. Sometimes.
but not the entire 3 hour
Not the
block.
entire. No, no, no. You're really
It's
good at
like
getting content and
during stretch, or I'm like,
yeah,
I need to text Ava something really fast because it came to my brain,
yeah,
or I'm like filming a 10-second panorama of the studio. Like, I'm not on my phone for 3 hours straight. And
no.
it goes down like 50% just sitting there. I'm like, anyway.
It feels your energy and it's taking from that.
Yeah. So that's it on Cybertrucks. Keep them coming. I'm going to
Thank
make
you
a
for your
reel
service,
soon.
everyone.
I know. I need to get better at the Instagram, social media. I want to do a face of
Same.
me talking and then like
Oh,
all of
uh-huh.
the Cybertrucks I've posted on my stories, like commentary on them.
Yes.
I need to figure out how to do that because
Oh,
I don't
that
know how
would
to do
go
that.
viral. Yeah, we need to figure
I
that out for
know.
you.
Speaking of viral, my husband's friends are quite unhappy with my
Who
content.
cares?
Who cares
Goodbye.
what you think, Jeff and Derek?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
No.
no, Feather loves it. Um,
Yeah,
so
because
they
she feels the exact same way we do.
she does. So Jeff's threatening to start his own podcast where they can like
Okay.
talk shit
Good
on the
luck.
wives.
Nobody's
Good
gonna
luck
listen.
scheduling that. Let's
Yeah.
talk about who ought to schedule her own Mother's Day. Okay, my husband's not scheduling shit, so your podcast would never happen. Corey, Ty's
Stop trying to make
brother,
it happen. It's never
stop
gonna
trying to make
happen.
it happen. No one's gonna listen to it.
No.
And Corey goes, "What would your podcast be named like in our group chat?" And I immediately respond, "The smallest men who ever lived." And Jeff's kiss.
Chef's
Honestly,
kiss.
please make it at this point, and that has to be the name.
Yep.
He was like the Real House Husbands, and I'm like
Eh,
annoying,
no.
instantly gag. Like
No.
no one wants to listen to that.
No. No. Sorry.
But it's actually kind of true. They all like work from home, and their wives all work out of the home. Nothing wrong with that, but no one wants to listen to your content. Okay.
No. I'm here to tell you nobody cares.
Nobody cares what you have to say. And I'm sorry that all of our truth spilling on facts, like reporting on actualities of what is happening,
Straight facts.
went semi viral. So
Yeah.
don't do it. And then we will have nothing to talk about. Okay.
Yeah.
And also,
This is
Garrett's
called
fine.
Yeah, Garrett's fine.
He doesn't
He's
listen to the
okay.
podcast,
No.
first of all. And
No.
second of all, he's always warned that he's being blasted. And third of all, he's fine.
We're just work wives reporting about our real lives. So, okay.
Exactly. And literally, it is in the name of the title. If you
It's
don't
in
want to
the
know
name
what's
of the
really
title.
happening,
Yeah. Goodbye.
go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. This is not the podcast for you.
This is not the podcast for
You're
you.
not wanted here.
Oh, anyhow, that's it in the men of Garrett's life. And then Right, and I did a little girls trip to New York, which was really fun. We got to see
So
Kelsey,
fun.
have a little girls weekend, plus Jason for a dinner because it was his
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday, Jason. Jason Utter, according to our
Hashtag Jason Utter.
AI, our AI caption generator.
That was the best.
Yeah, Jason Utter, we love you. Thursday was a shit show, per usual.
Okay, let's
And
talk about the fact that you traveled home from the East Coast on Mother's Day.
yeah,
And so
to spend the
I,
day with my whole
yeah,
with my whole household. I
exactly.
had basically been up since midnight Pacific time that morning
Yeah.
because whenever I have to get up early for travel, I can't sleep because I'm afraid I'm gonna miss my alarm.
Hmm.
So we had to be up at 5:45 Eastern time, so 2:45 Pacific time. I had like sleep insomnia starting at 3 a.m., so I really never went back to sleep. So basically, I'd been up since midnight Pacific time. I slept, so we'll call it a nap, for 3 to 4 hours on the plane on the ride home. Shout out Delta. Thank you for the Delta One upgrade on the flight home because it was much needed. And I get home at 11:30 in the morning Pacific time, expecting like,
Red
someone
carpet,
there.
flowers, anything.
Yeah, anything. No one's home because apparently the camping trip I had planned for my husband and son the night before locally to with some other dad friends to give him something to do with my child while I took my other child out of town required him to stay longer than was scheduled, and we had to be in Irvine at 1 o'clock for lunch with my family. He gets home with my son at 12:25,
Dirty.
dirty as fuck from
Yeah.
camping.
Dirty and smelly.
We have 5 minutes to quick change them, so it's already immediately stressful for me. There's no acknowledgement that it's Mother's Day. My son immediately walks in and starts yelling at me.
No.
Um, my husband immediately wants to just start telling me about his camping trip, like not asking how I am or, thank you for my gift, which didn't exist. Um, and then the rest of the day was downhill from there. And then he proceeded to ask me for dinner what I wanted for dinner. And at that point, I quite literally
The
lost my shit.
audacity.
The audacity.
Yeah.
I quite literally lost it. And I said, the one fucking day I don't want to have to do shit, including make a decision about dinner, there was this like funny threads or X like thread I read recently about like, hey, married couples, what do you guys fight about if you don't have like infidelity or trust issues? And one of the responses was like, what do you want for dinner? Because
Yeah.
it's so true.
Oh, yeah.
And this is
Never
our
asked
nightly
me.
thing. I'm like, you have been married to me for over 10 years. We have been together for over 15 years, and you still don't know what I want for dinner. You still don't know. And you have to ask me, and I have to make a decision on Mother's Day while I'm sitting here trying to
No.
watch some reality program. I just want fucking silence. How about
You
that?
just
I
want
want
silence.
silence, and I want you to bring me my steak and mashed potatoes. Okay?
I saw a great meme on the gram for Mother's Day saying, I don't want to answer to or do anything for anyone that has come in me or out of me.
Essentially, is the entire point.
Yep.
Yes.
So there it is, fellas.
Do you want to talk about your Mother's Day start?
It was a rough start.
Yeah.
I
You don't have
woke
to talk
up.
about it if you don't want to.
I woke up before everyone. And I wake up and immediately my husband starts giving our little girl love before me. I quickly unleashed the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Yeah. That was pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah. These men don't understand it. So in the group chat today, when they were getting mad at me for reporting facts on Garrett's activities, um, I said, well, I'll try to contain myself tonight when talking about my Mother's Day or lack thereof.
Hey, maybe
And
we'll get us more listens and views by 2 people.
maybe.
Jeff and Derek.
But Jeff was like, well, you should take that up with your kids because it's like Mother's Day or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So the 5-year-old is supposed to be able to drive himself to get me a gift, to book the lunch reservations, which by the way, I booked for myself.
Yeah.
Is supposed to buy me flowers and like do the whole thing. Like, yes, let's put this on the children
Let's put
that
it on the
actually
5-year-old.
were the only 2 people who gave me gifts that they made at school. which I
Sweet.
very much treasure and appreciate. But sometimes you want a purse, okay? And you want your husband to buy you that, or you want a Cartier love bracelet, which I was promised months ago and has still not happened. So,
I do
come at
remember
me.
this promise. It was
Yeah.
for your birthday.
Yeah. And then it
Where's
became an
it at?
after tax season thing. And
Yeah,
then nothing, quite literally nothing for Mother's Day, besides the gifts that my children's teachers helped them make. And
shout out to the teachers.
you're doing the Lord's work,
You're
okay?
doing the Lord's work,
In more ways than one, but at least thank you for making sure that moms get something for Mother's Day.
keeping the mothers happy.
And thank you to the gods who made Father's Day during the summer because they don't deserve it.
Truly.
I said
Mother's
what I
Day
said.
comes
Unless you're
before
a single
Father's Day.
father, and in which case you deserve the world because that shit is
Yes,
hard.
that is hard.
Okay,
I
that's
believe the
it.
reason Mother's Day is before Father's Day is so that you can, you know, take note of the actions that were made on Mother's Day and reflect the same on Father's Day.
Oh, that is an excellent take.
Yeah,
That
there
is
you go.
exactly why it exists in that order.
Amen.
They are both fake holidays, important holidays, but fake holidays. And I appreciate now that you said that, whoever put them in that order, because I will remember. And also, he's getting the trip to Europe for Father's Day, and I got a lunch at the Irvine Spectrum that I planned for myself.
The
So
worst place. The worst
the
place.
parking is terrible.
Parking is terrible. There's so many creatures
Too
and
many people.
too many people. It's not fun.
No,
It's stressful.
very stressful.
It's dirty.
Javier's is good, but
Yes, I will go to Javier's. I will go to there's a good sushi place kind of like on the other side, more towards Target and the Apple store. Forget the name,
mm,
but it's a little bit
interesting.
more quiet.
I love Javier's.
Mm.
I'm a slut for their crab enchiladas, but
Their
Chris,
guac.
Crystal Cove is just too far, so we go to the Spectrum when we're not feeling the drive.
Not feeling the drive. Not feeling like people watching.
It's
The
good people
Cougars
watching.
cougaring.
Cougar Town, USA.
Cougar Town, USA.
Oh my gosh. Spoiler alert.
Cougars. What?
Cougars, speaking of which. So my husband was at our country club on
Oh.
Friday golfing, and it's Coto de Casa Country Club, the land of Vicky Gunvalson. And they were filming the Real Housewives season finale, like, party. They always end with a party
Yeah.
for Orange County. And Garrett
Woof,
took
woof.
a video.
He did do a great job as
He
far
did.
as reporting back to everyone.
He
I
reported
will
back.
give him that.
We are convinced it's a throwback party, maybe because Vicky's now back on. She got her orange last season, or at the end of last season, from Andy
Yeah.
at BravoCon, and she's from Kodo. They were wearing very early 2000s clothes.
I could not recognize them from that video and photo. I was like, who are these people? I don't
Yeah,
recognize any of
Cameron
them.
had like a bump it in.
Yeah. Iconic.
It's very much early
A bump
2000s
it.
throwback party, so I'm excited to see the final cut. But we had got an email because remembers, like a week prior saying that just a heads up they'd be filming. They didn't say what they were filming, that they were just going to be filming on property these days. And then Garrett was there golfing with a friend, and they sure as shit were.
There they were.
There they were.
That's exciting.
So that was my week.
What a
Work
time.
related. I had my 1-year anniversary at my new company today.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Did they do anything?
I got like a e-card that all my team members signed, and then I got
Cute.
50 points to our like employee store, which
Oh.
has
Do they
you
have
can
merch?
you can get like company merch, you can
Oh, that's
get
cute.
select products like pre-selected from Amazon or Best Buy.
Yeah.
But I think I might go. I'm either going to save them for a bigger purchase, or I'm going to go for the travel coffee mug, which I'm a collector of. It has the
Yes, you
company
are.
logo on it, and it's black, and it matches my car.
Good one.
I don't actually think I have a black travel coffee mug yet. That was like 36 points, and I got 50. So I will
Yeah.
say I will always remember my 1-year gift at my last company. It was a keychain, and the keychain was maybe this big.
Wow.
Not that I would ever put a company keychain on my real keychain, no matter who the company was. But I was like, "Oh, wow." So this I could actually get, like, a travel mug, but they had some good
It's
stuff,
useful.
that was, like, more points or I mean, there was a lot of stuff you can get under 50 points, it just wasn't stuff I would necessarily use, but I would use a
Yeah.
travel coffee mug, so I'll take it. Like a
Mm,
stainless steel
we'll take it.
tumbler thing.
Cute.
So, even when I'm not traveling, like, if I'm just home on, like, a Saturday, I still make my coffee in a travel mug because
Yeah.
it I just, like, slow sip it all morning, so I appreciate it staying warm.
That's
So,
smart. I'm a
I
slow
don't actually
sipper
use a
as
coffee
well.
cup. Yeah.
Yeah, I have
So,
noticed that. Cute. Well, congrats.
thank you.
You made it. You did it.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here because there are places we don't wanna be sometimes, and that's gonna take us to our dramatic email reading of the, this isn't not an email reading, this is a Yelp review.
It's a Yelp review, and what a review it was.
What a review.
It's a long one. Obviously, it's 1 star.
Only the best ones are
Only
one-star
best ones
reviews.
are 1-star
Besides
reviews.
all the five-star reviews our lovely clients leave us, which we love you, thank you.
Yes, thank you for all the
Heart, we love you
hearts.
guys.
Keep it coming. Keep the love coming.
We love you guys. But we also, for this purpose, appreciate the one-star reviews, so that's what we're gonna read today.
Yes, and I didn't know this was left
Wait, can I
as a
give a shout
review.
out to my friends?
Who are your friends?
Vanessa and Rocky, it's their anniversary today. Happy
Oh,
anniversary. Love
yes.
you guys.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Have fun at the No Doubt concert at the Sphere this weekend.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't Jamie there? I swear I saw Jamie's location in Vegas over the weekend.
No, maybe. Was she? I didn't see her this weekend. Did
They
I?
are huge No Doubt fans, so I don't doubt.
Wait, let me text that bitch right now. Hold on, I'm texting the Gaharis. Gave you a shout
Shout out.
out on the pod filming now.
I have seen people post little snippets of the concert at the Sphere. It looks amazing.
I
Amazing.
would for sure throw up.
Oh, yeah. Some of it looked like a roller coaster from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or something, just like going down the
So
hole.
Vanessa and Rocky about to go to the No Doubt concert with them this weekend. I'm gone. We're both gone the next 2 weekends, and I was gone last weekend. So like logistically, I can't be gone
Yeah.
4 weekends in a row. But also, I'm very afraid. So my girlfriend Stephanie is going to the Backstreet Boys because they are doing another run at the Sphere
Mhm.
this summer in August. And so I want to go, but I'm also very apprehensive about spending that amount of money on tickets when I very well might be throwing up in my seat. Like I get like not I don't know if motion sickness is the right word. I can't do like 3D movies. I
Mm.
can't do rides that have like the screens in front of you. Like those make
Right.
me sick. So
You get
I don't know. I don't know.
it's a lot visually.
Jamie was there.
I knew it. I know. I was looking at all of my Sims to see where everyone was. And I was like, oh, Jamie's in Vegas. I was like, she's seen No Doubt. I know her and Cody are huge fans
Fun.
because, well, they started in Anaheim, California. And so I feel,
Wait, have I told you my like Gwen Stefani origin story? Okay, so I grew up nearby, as
yes.
you did as well. Um,
Hmm.
my parents had a house, as people do, and
That's
had a
nice.
pool, and our pool cleaner was Gwen Stefani's uncle, and
Oh,
so this came up in conversation somehow one day, and I was obviously a No Doubt fan,
yes.
and who knows if it was real. I'm gonna assume it was. I'm gonna believe that this whole situation was real. But he got me her autograph and he brought it to me one day.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And it said like to Katie and then it like
I
she
love
would signed
it.
it. No idea where that is these days, but it was real
So,
at one point. And it was on a Homer Simpson like notepad. So it was like Homer Simpson was like or like it was like a Simpson
love that.
notepad at the top.
Yes.
And then like it was the characters and then there was like a white square where you would write and that's where it was on.
So late 90s, early 2000s. I love
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
I have come into contact with some people and No Doubt. And I'm not legally able to say how.
Oh, yes, I can gather where this is going.
But they were all very nice people, and, yes, I freaked the fuck out and embarrassed everyone around me.
Wow, that's not unsurprising.
Yeah, it's just what I do. Cute little things about me. But
Yep. Oh,
cute
yes,
little
dramatic emo.
things that happen
We
to
go
us
on
on the
some weird
daily.
tangents.
Yelp reviews,
Let's do it. All right, you're gonna be the Yelper,
of course.
of course.
Um, which accent should I do for this? It'll just come out naturally. We'll see what happens.
I actually have never spoken to this person, so I don't actually know if she has
I've
an
never
accent.
seen this person, spoken to them,
But
or
we're gonna assume she has
I've tried
whatever.
to.
Yeah, whatever accent Ava comes up with, that's what she's gonna have.
Full business practices. They allow you to sign up on their app with no barriers.
How dare
Like,
we?
how dare we? The class itself is good quality. The equipment is clean overall, and the instructors lead well. I mean, sounds like it should be 5 stars.
Right? 5 stars right there. We
I
allow
should.
you to sign up easily online like every other e-commerce platform. We have quality staff and a clean studio. Stop your
All
review right
signs
there.
are pointing
All
to
signs-
5 stars. This is where it gets dark.
Oh,
Not really, but I showed up to my second class 2 minutes late at 6:02 a.m., leaving my baby at home with my sister. He
God
was
forbid.
crying the entire time I was away. The class locked me out with no grace period of even 5 minutes. I didn't realize this was boot camp.
well, welcome.
Going to 24-hour fitness classes, they allow people to come in and out between the workouts. Yeah, because it's fucking 24 hours.
It's 24-hour fitness. It's literally in the name.
This ain't it, honey.
This ain't it.
No. After the one class in January was used, my 3 class credits were cleared out to 0 and not rolled over to the following month. The new month allowed me to have a new 4 classes. This
As
made me
your
agree
membership
to,
agreement states, but okay, go
as
on.
it states, they
Yeah.
made me agree to 3 months to get a reasonable price per month of $109. I'm here to tell you,
No debate there.
yeah,
It's reasonable.
yeah, it is
What-
reasonable.
What were you paying at 24-hour fitness?
We did not make you do anything. You did it on your own terms.
On
This
terms.
person signed up on their
Online.
own.
Yep.
After a month and a half of not having used my membership, hardly at all, and paying 2
Not my
months,
fault.
I decided it was not a fit for me. There are no classes available between my end of work and daycare pickup. I went onto the app to discontinue their monthly charges on the app, which doesn't allow you to do. It does.
But
Isn't
no.
that illegal in California to not be able to opt out where you opted in? You were able to.
Sure is. You were able
Yeah.
to. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're
She
aware of the rules.
Purchased it
Thank you.
online. Therefore,
Yeah.
you're able to cancel online. We get those
Yep. We
sadly.
we get those
often.
sadly do all the time.
I went in person and was declined to cancel. The receptionist said I had to email the manager to request a cancellation. Shout out.
Shout out.
I was sent with an email anonymous. Oh, I hate this word. I can never say
Anonymously.
anonymous. Ending. They couldn't even be professional enough to tell me what kind of business owner refuses to stay who they are.
You
A
weren't talking to the
scared
business
one.
owner, first of all.
No, you weren't talking to the business owner. You were talking to the very freshly pregnant, scared manager
Manager, okay? Have some
who was
compassion.
afraid to put her name on the end of the email.
For what reason, I don't know.
I
But
don't know. I was probably just feeling one that day. There was a mandatory form that I had to sign before my request was granted.
Yep.
I didn't sign it.
nope,
Instead,
you sure did it.
she didn't.
Sure did it.
And instead wrote in the signature line with a digital pen to stating to cancel it altogether, not charge me for the next month. The manager proceeded to charge me $20 and $109 just to spite me. I don't know where the $20 was. Maybe because she no-showed.
She
That
probably
wasn't on me.
no-showed. Yeah, not,
That was
not
on
our
you.
fault.
That was on you. I didn't appreciate the lack of respect as a customer and the lack of value I received. No rollover classes, no grace period on the start of a class when you attend, and then the typical greed to take my money away. Honestly, if you are hardcore into their classes, then go for it. But if
Please
you've
do.
got a complicated schedule and are going some of the time, know that they refuse to give any flexibility and will take every cent they feel entitled to.
So I have a couple notes here now that I've actually read the email. So I chose to, I'm just going to lay this out in the line. I chose to protect my peace and not read it. And I
Yeah,
just copied and
same.
pasted it and put it into Chat GPT and told me to write a response.
Oh,
So this is the
shout out
first time
chat.
I'm hearing it in full. Okay, couple notes. I did revise the Chat GPT email or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like response, but like
Yeah.
I was like, there's sometimes when you have bad negative energy coming at you, you don't need to hear the whole thing. You get the gist of it. It's bad.
I see where it's going. It's
Let
bad.
Chat figure
You're
it out.
unhappy.
Chat knows me at this point because we work together multiple times a day. So, first of all, let's talk about the work end time and daycare pickup time. So, we offer classes I assume she works during a normal workday-ish schedule, 45 to 5:45, or technically 5:35. 5:45 to 6. I'm not sure how those don't align with pickup schedules. I'm quite familiar with a daycare schedule, and they're typically up until 6. So
Yeah.
you have time right there. Not really sure what the other time she was looking for. Let's talk about the 6 a.m. classes. So um, we are very clear that there are no late arrivals allowed. We do give grace during certain classes when there's a sales associate present to
Mhm.
allow late arrivals. But 6 a.m., we have no desk associate on staff that early. And so the instructor is required, out of respect for the other clients that showed up on time, to start the class on time because they also have places to be. And also for security purposes, for not only the studio content, but the clients' belongings that they left in the lobby, to lock the door when it starts.
There's creepy crawlers out there.
You know?
You don't want
Wi-
one strolling in
no,
when there's a group of women working out in the
no.
dark
So, yes, the
at
door
6
is
in the morning.
locked,
Yeah.
and it is completely unreasonable for the instructor to stop class to go check the lobby to let someone in who arrives late. I'm sorry, this is just the rules. And I think if you're equating boutique fitness to 24-hour fitness, go to 24-hour fitness, please.
Yeah.
And let's talk about if that experience is the same. Your price is surely not the same, and there's a reason for that. And I think we all
Mhm.
can agree that you get what you pay for in life. And
Hmm.
if that's the experience you're willing to accept, go there. I'm totally fine with that. It is a completely different experience, 24-hour fitness to any boutique fitness. I'm sorry. I've had a 24-hour fitness in my life when I was in college, and it's great. It's great for a certain type of person who wants a certain time of workout at a certain price point, and that's great. And I think you guys should totally do that. And I think everyone should do what works for them. But don't try to think it's the same thing as boutique
No,
high-end fitness,
it's
because it's
not.
not.
It's not comparable
It's
one
not.
bit.
So don't try to compare it.
Yes. Um, Also, I do remember this encounter.
She was like 7 minutes late, wasn't she? Not like two.
She Correct. She was,
Because we have cameras. We see these things. Okay.
yes. And the second I received this message of her saying that she got to class at 6:01, I do my research as one does, go on the cameras to see.
Yeah.
And what do I see? Is her banging on the windows.
Oh, we love a banger.
We love a banger, but please don't. You're going to
Break
break
it.
something. Yeah, you break it, you pay for it. Okay, lady.
Okay.
Yeah. And looking at her messages to her, we had reached out when she hit 1 month that she completed 3 classes and that we love having her in the studio. Keep up the great work. She responded, thank you. Week later, we texted her saying, hey, we haven't seen you in a week. How's everything going? No response.
Yep.
So her
Well,
not booking, that's on you. We
that's
did
on
our
you.
outreach.
We
That's
tried.
we tried.
Also, my favorite is when they purchase a membership themselves online and say that there's no
Mhm.
barriers to entry. There is things you have to check saying you agree to the terms and conditions. It is way cleaner than buying something in studio, because that allows for
Yeah.
the argument that, oh, this person told me this, and now you're saying this. That never happened. Like, you went on your
No.
own, you bought a membership online. Thank you for doing so. But don't say that there was no barriers to purchase. Like, you had to agree and acknowledge to the terms and conditions of the membership, what was clearly outlined for you. I have gone
Yes.
through the purchase process myself just so I can fully understand it from the buyer end. And it's very clear what you're signing up for. Whether or not you choose to read it, that's on you. And I
Mhm.
can't be expected to help you anymore.
Nope.
So, again, full disclaimer, I put her entire review as soon as it's 1 star. I'm like, Chat
I'm
GPT.
excited. I haven't to protect my own peace, I didn't read any of it.
I did edit it because, Chat is AI. They don't always get the details correct. Sometimes they're too
Correct.
nice. I have to
Way too nice.
I have to pivot.
You had to add some
So,
Katie flair.
but I didn't until this moment read all the details because again, choosing to protect my peace. So thank you for reading that.
You're welcome.
Okay. So this is my response. Hi, Blink. Thank you for, and again, this is like overly nice. And this is why I had Chat do it because I wouldn't have been this nice. Thank you for taking the time to share your experience. I truly appreciate your feedback and want to address a few of the concerns you raised. First, I'm glad to hear you enjoyed the quality of our classes, our instructors, and the studio environment. Regarding the late arrival policy, and this paragraph I like heavily edited because it was like very specific to our policies.
Mhm.
I completely understand how frustrating that situation must have felt. Didn't write that, Chat did. Especially given your circumstances that morning. Our policy not allowing late arrivals is not intended to be punitive, Chat word, but is in place for your safety and the safety of others in the room, which is true. Classes are structured to build progressively, and entering even a few minutes late can increase the risk of injury and disrupt the flow for other clients. Excuse me, Pepper. Um, she sneezed, sorry. For our 6 a.m. classes in particular, doors are locked for security measures as there is no other staff in that early to monitor the lobby, and we need to start the classes on time for the other clients in class. In terms of your membership and credits, all terms, including class expiration and billing commitments, are outlined in the membership agreement at the time of purchase, which, as you state, you did directly online without prompting or pressure from staff. Because your membership was purchased online, you do have the ability to manage and cancel your membership directly in the app under the. Sorry, I need to go to my next screenshot. I find my place again. Oh, under the Manage Membership section. We also provide a cancellation request option via email to ensure proper documentation and confirmation for both parties. So she did have the option. Because she purchased it online, we are fully compliant with all state and federal laws. Thank you. Additionally, we are always able to extend credits upon member request if you don't have enough time to use them in the month period. These policies are industry standard amongst boutique fitness studios. I'm sorry to hear that your schedule ultimately didn't align with our class offerings and that the process felt frustrating. That is certainly not the experience we aim to provide, and your feedback is helpful as we continue to improve communication and the overall client experience. Thank you again for your feedback.
Wow, way to go,
10 out
chat.
of 10. Thanks, Chat.
Thanks, chat.
Sometimes you're just like, better spent is my time. And this kind of leads into burnout and what we're going to talk
Very
about in a little
true.
bit.
Mhm,
Is my
mhm.
time worth per the energy in the universe standards? You're supposed to respond to all reviews, positive, negative. It helps increase your reach, like whatever. It makes you look good, whatever.
Yes.
So we respond to all reviews, positive or negative. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, is it worth my mental energy to actually read this review? Or should I let my AI bestie read it and draft a response, and then I can edit that response? And in this moment and this day that this review came through, in this era of life we're in today,
I think it was your birthday weekend too anyway, so obviously we're not reading
we're not reading
it.
it. I think it was my birthday weekend. And to that I say, thank you, Chat. And
Thank
I
you, chat.
appreciate you. And, I'm sorry that you're sucking all the energy out of the universe with your data centers, but I, I love you. I love you. That's it.
Peace and love
That's your
to
reading
chat.
for today.
Yes, I hope you enjoy, and I hope that encourages people to protect their peace.
Protect your peace. And sometimes a chat response, we've talked about like in the past about how AI responses, like you can tell when they're AI or
Mhm.
you can tell when it's disingenuous.
That
Sometimes
didn't
it's
sound AI or any that was very genuine, so
everything was true.
yeah. Yeah.
And I did edit it for specifics of our operations, but sometimes it's not worth your time or your peace to dwell in the negative. And in my birthday weekend, when this review came through, it
We're
was not
protecting
the
all
time.
peace.
We were
Yeah.
protecting all peace.
Yes. We were in protection
So
mode.
that is that. Let's get to the main topic.
Let's get into it. Take it away, sister. I'm here to
We are talking.
provide.
Oh, is this another like TED talk I have to do?
No, no, I can go over it. So, the burnout spiral, we all normalize. Specifically, how women are conditioned to push through everything, the glamorization of holding it all together, wearing all the different hats throughout the day, and why we dismiss obvious signs we're unhappy.
So if you were me on Mother's Day, this is
Yep,
for you.
yep, yep.
Doesn't have to be
Um,
about work. Can
yeah,
be about your home too.
yeah. It could be at home and um I mean for us it's just work is so relevant in our day-to-day lives and half of
Yeah.
our conversations daily together are work related. So we're constantly wearing different hats throughout the day and um yeah, some signs of burnout can be brain fog, which I fully have amnesia, I feel every
Yeah.
day. I cannot remember what was said to me yesterday. I have to write down every little thing that's said to me.
You know what's weird is that I'm the opposite.
Oh,
So
yes. I wish I had your brain of like collective memory because I was even asking my husband today or telling him, saying, I feel like I have ADD because being said to me here, and then I start doing that. And then remember I was doing something else, and then I start doing that. And then I look at my notepad of all the things I have listed of like extra tasks to do. Then I start doing that. Then I look at my task list of things that I like actually do in a day to day to get done before all my extra tasks. I'm like, oh, wait, I haven't done this. And I have like 500 tabs open. And then I just become a shell of a human.
what's funny is I couldn't tell you what I had for lunch like a few days ago, but when I was on spring break with my kids in Maui,
Yeah.
poolside with like a glass of rosé, my
Oh,
former manager texted me and I still have a close relationship with her. And the person who was responsible for this project was out on parental leave, and she was like, "I'm so sorry to bug you, but like, do you remember what was happening with this like and this was like a year and a half ago,
wow.
a little over a year ago at this point.
And you
This like
remembered?
one specific circumstance. You remember like the reasoning of the
Yeah.
context behind it. We're trying to like troubleshoot it, and she's out, and I don't want to bug her, and like whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, X, Y, and Z. This person could help you. Like, and I was like, that shit comes to my brain in a situation I was burned out from, but like, don't ask me what I had for dinner yesterday because
No,
I like couldn't tell
no,
you.
no. I'll remember details about specific clients because
Yeah.
it will burn a hole in my brain of like
But
make me
maybe
go,
that's
really?
it, is that you
They're taking up too
are
much space.
exactly, they're taking up too much space and that
Oh,
you can't remember your real life because
no.
all your focus is on your work life, and please don't get burned out and leave me, but, we wanna make sure you're well. But
Well,
also, like, maybe that's the thing, right? Like, the brain fog affects different parts
yeah,
of your life, not necessarily your job.
yeah. Well, I will never leave, but I always feel like every single day I feel like a failure.
So,
Like I'm gonna
I
get
was
fired.
talking to Michelle the other day, might have been, like, a week or 2 weeks ago, I don't know, and she was telling me, she's like, "Ava's just worried you're gonna fire her, like, every day," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
That's just a constant fear. It doesn't matter if I was working for the studios or somewhere else. I have always had that fear every single day of my life. And I think I
Mm,
attribute it to I grew up where specifically in our family there was a lot of ins and outs of different jobs. And
mhm.
so having that fear of what if I get let go tomorrow? What's going to happen to me? I need to like overperform in order to continue, you know?
Yeah.
I'm working on it, I'm trying to have
Yeah.
more faith and trust in myself, but it's yeah, I feel so different, obviously, being pregnant, but I almost feel like it's sucking the life out of me. Someone said it perfectly today.
It look quite literally. I mean,
It
yes, you're
is.
giving
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Someone told me today, at the studio, she's like, "When I was pregnant, I felt like I had a tick or a parasite living in me, and it was just like I was just the host for it, and it was just sucking the life out of me."
That's quite literally what it
I was
is.
like, "Thank you for your honesty because
Yeah.
that is how I feel every single day. It's just like life being fully sucked out of me." Like today, I pretty much forgot I was pregnant teaching a Define class, and
You need to stop.
in the class, we did a weighted burpee. I went full force into this weighted burpee. The second I came up with the 15-pound weights in my hands, I immediately felt my stomach just like
Why
start
are
to
you
pull.
doing 15-pound weights? I grab 8s and 10s every Define class. It doesn't matter what the class plan is.
I
You're a crazy girl.
Yes, I am crazy, but I also want clients to know that they're capable of choosing something out of their comfort zone that's
You don't have
still
to
like
grab 15-pound
protected.
weights to do that.
I wish at the studios out here they had the 12 pounds because that would really help bridge the gap between the 10 and the 15. But um, I know mentally wise, I know some of them watch the clients watch this. Hi, I
Hi.
do this as
You don't have
a
to watch her grab the 15-pound weights. You
but
grab
this is
your own.
something I do strategically as a teacher in that class is I know whatever I grab, they're gonna grab 1 pound or the next set lower than me. So if I'm grabbing 10s and 15s, they're gonna be grabbing 8s and 10s. If I'm grabbing 8s and 10s, I'm gonna see more 5 pounds out there and 8 pounds.
Or you can say, I'm literally
Or
carrying a
I could be a
parasite
yeah, or I'm carrying
and
right.
I'm going to
Yeah,
do this because it protects my
yeah,
it's what I can do today. That doesn't mean you need to grab something similar. You need to
for
grab
sure.
what works for you and your body.
Yeah.
And I'm going to grab what works for me and my body.
Yeah. That's a great way to tell people and like be an actual coach, not be like do a psychological manipulation on them.
Truly. Or just don't
Oh,
grab your weights till you're about like during warm up because you don't need the weights during warm up. And then just
true.
go grab some. And they're
True.
like, what am I supposed to grab? Do you guys
But
have the equipment board?
no.
Oh, because I
No.
was going to say you could write on there like what you want them to start with.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we don't. They just go off of what the teacher has out. But
Can I add on
truly.
something to what you said about your family though earlier?
Yeah, add on.
I don't want to have this come across the wrong way, but
Say it.
as a converse, I think that's why I am the way I am is because
Mm,
my dad, I mean, he grew up on a military base in 29 Palms, which is, if you're not familiar with the desert in California,
it's where people go to die.
yeah. And I mean, he put himself through college and he like really made something of himself. And I'll always like
Shout out
super
Chuck.
shout out Chuck, super respect him for the hard work
Mhm.
he did and like the life he gave us. But because of that, and he had worked so hard, I mean, my dad retired when he was in his 40s and
So
then
cool.
decided after a few years he was bored and went back to work. And he's still working now. He's almost 70. And I think that like, and he's a essentially a mortgage broker for commercial real estate. And it's been that mindset of like building your own safety net that you don't have to be worried about getting fired. And so, like, I've
Yeah.
never been worried about getting fired because if it happens, it happens. And I know I'll figure it out because my dad always did. Not that my dad ever got fired, but like when he did leave his job or like switch companies or whatever, like he just figured out a way to make it work.
Mhm.
And I think that's something that really resonated within me is like when something doesn't fit or you're ready for a break or you're ready for whatever, like my dad always just like figured out how to make it work. And I really am thankful that I had that example because now I'm just like, and I think that's what makes me kind of dangerous in the workplace is that like I don't ever need the job. Like,
Yeah,
I'm never gonna beg for it because I will figure something else out and I'm gonna make it happen. And I have stuff like banked to the side where like I can live off for a while or I can like make something work or I have my side businesses or whatever. Like,
that's
I'm
awesome.
really proud of that. And I'm really thankful that my dad gave me that example of like building something so you never have to feel worried about getting fired.
Oh, yeah.
And even today, like I texted my friends that I met at my last company. We have like a little group chat. We're not all there anymore, obviously. But I was like, oh, it's been 1 year and I didn't get, officially 1 year today and I didn't get fired. And it's just I didn't even really remember it was my 1 year anniversary until I got like the e-card in my email this morning when I logged in for my coworkers, which was lovely, and they all had really nice messages, but I was like, "Oh, it's been a year," and I just have and that's such a privilege to feel that way, and I know that. But that's really I would love to, like, encourage others, especially other women, is, like, try to figure out how to develop that, like, mindset or that safety net where you are going to be okay. Like, you don't wanna ever have to live in fear about your job. Like,
Mhm.
that should never be a thing, and that makes me so sad that people are and that they have to live like that, and I 100% know that that's a real thing. But I don't want that for people, and so, like, whatever that is, like, let's chat, but let's find a way to, like, make your life not revolve around your job, but make your job work for you and, like, have that be, like, a fun extra. Like, I was talking to Ava and Amy Amy and Jamie via voice note, obviously, so not really talking to them, but, um, tonight about some struggles I was having at the studios, and I'm like, "I'm so thankful, like, I have my day job because that's in a lot of ways easier than my, side stuff with Pure Barre, and
Mhm.
I'm so glad I have that, and I really want that for others where it's like you can have the best of both worlds. You can have a job that you're passionate about. You can have something on the side that gives you that buffer, and or you can continue even if it's not like a side business where financially it gives you a buffer, let's be real, like Pure Barre is not really a huge buffer right now, even as the numbers. Um,
Don't do it.
but don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
If you're thinking
it.
about it, don't.
Don't do it. But even just like the networking or like building relationships where you know that if something does happen and you have to leave the space that you're at, you can find something else. And so that's a lot of like what I really want to instill is like don't give 100% of everything you have into the job you have because it could not be there forever, and, like, that's the
Yeah.
reality of things, but, like, make sure that you're never afraid of what's going to happen if you don't. So it's
Yeah.
building the connections, building the network, having a side thing if that's, like, financially on the table for you. Um Building a safety net financially within your savings account just to like I mean, I think like most people say, like, have 3 months of your income saved up in case something happens. Like, whatever those numbers look like for you, try to get yourself there so that you're never, like, constantly worried about your job because that's a terrible
Right.
feeling. Like, your job you spend more at than you do with your actual family
Yeah.
or your loved ones or whatever your situation is, and you never wanna get to a point I don't know if this is supposed to be talking about today, but, like, this is just, again, my brain. You never wanna get to a point
It
where
all
you're
applies.
constantly worried about your job to the effect it, like, impacts your actual life because your job shouldn't be your life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, it's true, and that's what causes, like, the absolute burnout, like, it makes everything feel so heavy around you, even if it's just, like, the smallest little task.
Yeah.
Like what you said, working in the studios, it's very challenging right now. Uh,
It's a tough time for boutique fitness, like,
it's a
it's
very tough time.
yeah.
Um, hang in there, soldiers. We've got we've got this. We've got
Stand
this.
strong.
Stand strong. We've been standing strong for many years now. Um, But sometimes, what if it's not burnout? Sometimes it's just exhaustion, it's just misalignment. Um, kind of what you're saying is like making it your sole purpose and identity, and it no longer aligns with your values in a sense. So,
I feel like you might have something with that with, what we talked about
oh,
the
for
other day
sure.
with one of our studios of, like, you just feeling like
Oh, yeah. I've completely become detached.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't acknowledge it in the moment, and then taking a step back and seeing, okay, what's not being done. And I realized, okay, I stopped doing this, I stopped doing that because I would do all that and then get no results, or I would do all that and get shat on by members, or I would do X, Y, and Z and there'd be complaints. And mentally, emotionally, I just said, fuck it. You know what?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I,
what's the point, you know?
what's the point? But in my role, in my positions, no, I can't have that mentality. I can't do that. And so for the last few months, I've just kind of been going an autopilot with that studio. And then you look at the numbers, it's like, oh, fuck. Whoops. And
Whoops.
I try not to say it's like, it's all my fault. I will take ownership and responsibility of not taking initiative in those aspects where growth could be done, but I can't let it all weigh heavy on me like it has been the last week of just feeling
Yeah.
failure, disappointed, and um, yeah,
But I think that was a good growth moment for you. Like, I feel like
for sure. Thanks.
I didn't think of like, it wasn't a conscious thing where I was thinking of, like, she's not doing all she can here because
Oh,
I just
because that's why I was thinking that you were thinking.
no, I never consciously thought that, but
That's
I really
good.
appreciated the fact that you un you know, prompted came to me and was like, "I just wanna apologize because I feel like I've really dropped the ball in this area," and, like,
Yeah.
you know and I get it, it's hard when you try and try and try and stuff just isn't working, and I think in that moment I told you, like, "We just gotta throw whatever shit we can at the wall and see what sticks," you know, like,
Throwing it.
we're throwing it, we're seeing what sticks, maybe this will stick, maybe this won't stick, it will work, it won't work, like,
Who
we just
knows?
gotta keep trying, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that that was you were definitely burned out by that situation, and
Yeah.
you kind of came out of it, and you didn't
Yeah.
quit, so thank you, and
No. And two, I think I just needed, which is hard because it's a living, I think of the studios as like a living thing that
it
needs to
is.
be nurtured and taken care of every single day.
I think that's
Um,
any small business.
it's a child, it's a baby. It's like having
Yeah,
an infant.
it's a baby.
I took a break from this infant. I didn't want to step away. There were moments where I did. I thought about things, but I just needed a break from putting all my energy into that and
Yeah.
just getting shat.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
We're back. Don't you dare come at me anymore. Don't you dare.
Dear.
Um, but let's talk about the fear of starting over. Um, and like identity tied to career. I fall into this character just because I feel I've spoken about it before with my dance life that I had. I like to say I lived a whole nother life, and then that was dancer Ava. That became my identity from age 3 all the way up until 20. That's how I identified myself. That's where I put all my eggs into one basket. I said, school is always going to be there. I have a talent. I'm a dancer.
Done, so
I'm a dancer. Let's see where it goes. Through everything that I have into that little thing that turned into a big thing, but then it was quickly taken away. My feet were cut off of my body. I chopped my leg off.
Basically.
No. Basically, my foot just stopped working, and that's something that you need in order to do that job.
Yeah.
Um, and so that was a come to Jesus moment of what am I going to do with my life? I've spent all my time and energy in this one thing. How can I make this one thing tie into a future career? We kind of found it.
You did. I think I have like a similar experience of I was at my last company for 13 years. I
Hmm.
started there out of college. I had built such a network of like trust and goodwill, and I knew people up to the very top person of our company. Like
Hmm.
I have not at my current company met the top person at my company, and it's a much smaller company. And so I
Huh.
it but I knew that going in, like it's hard to expect having 13 years of experience and expecting to have the same experience brand new in the door at another company. And so I think if you're like
That's the
coming from a
hard part.
corporate world, it's hard, right? Like I
Feeling like you're
I knew
starting
what
over.
yeah, I absolutely am starting over. Like, yes, they have my resume on paper. They know what I've
Yeah.
did or I've done, but they, from a relationship standpoint and like a goodwill standpoint, like I'm coming in ground zero, like with nothing, you know? And so that I think was the biggest like pause for me is like, I know my reputation at this company. I know the respect I have, the relationships I built. And if I leave, I'm walking away from all of that. I'm starting from scratch at this new company. Like they know me on paper, they don't know me as a person, they don't know my tenure, my history, like the actuals of what I've done, just like what, where I went to school, how long I worked at this company, like whatever. And that was, I think, the scariest part of leaving was like not knowing if I was going to be seen the same way, if I was going to have the same impact, if people were going to value me the same way I was valued, because I don't doubt that I was valued at the company I was at. Like, I know I was. Was I where I wanted to be? No. And like, that's ultimately why I left. I it's definitely scary of, like, walking away from something comfortable, and there was a comfort there, but there was I think when you get comfortable in a job, you're more likely to be whether it's forced upon you or it's self-induced, you're likely to be overworked in that job and get to a place of burnout, which is exactly where I was,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
probably where you're at a lot of the time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going on year 11 in the
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
I mean, I've had different roles, had different responsibilities, but to be doing the same thing for 11 years now, saying the same stuff, tuck, hold, squeeze, pulse,
Talk old squeeze balls.
you know, on a daily basis. But yeah, no, I'm burnt out, so I'm excited for maternity leave and have like a little break to be able to just kind of step away
I can't wait to
and
change all the passwords so you don't have access to anything.
please do
It's gonna be
because
because you will respond on you'll be pushing your child out and you'll be like, let me just respond to the Slack message.
someone will be sending a message somewhere at as I'm delivering. And yeah, you'll get a like, you'll get a reaction that I have
Yeah,
seen it.
you'll be forced out.
I'll send you a selfie. Here I
Well,
am in the hospital room.
obviously, I better be getting
Oh,
selfies, like
yeah, of
as your
course.
friend,
Yeah,
not
no,
as your
as a
boss.
friend, no,
Yeah.
no. But yeah, I've been doing this for 11 years, so I am comfortable in, I guess, in the job, but there's always new challenges. Just with the state of the world and, like you said, boutique fitness right now too, it's a very challenging season, and we've seen this before. It's gonna come back up. It is, knock on wood, it's coming back up. It always does,
Yeah.
because we've seen it, and it's ever evolving. It's been around for 25 years for a reason. So as long as we keep moving and grooving with the times, keep doing what we're doing, keep adding new flair, people are going to stay. They're going to stick because there's a good formula in place. And I feel like that has been set at the studios, and members can feel that. People can feel that when they come into um, a company is the foundation is solid, formulas are in place, there's um, strategy to everything
Yeah.
that we do. There's strategy to scheduling, there's strategy to memberships, there's a strategy of how everything is played out, every little detail from the second the teachers put on that microphone and say the first words. There's strategic reasons to how they start class. There's strategic reasons as to why we have late cancel no show policies. There's
Yeah.
reasons why we have um agreements. There's reasons why it's a business. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
I love it. I love all of it.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're going, but
I don't
it's
know
all
where I was
relevant
going. It
and
was
it's important.
relevant. I think I was talking about how we've been doing this for a while. It's been around for a while. Oh, this is why people keep coming back to these long-term businesses, specifically um small boutique fitness. There's
Or how you survive the burnout if you're in it, right? Like,
oh
you
yeah.
know that it's temporary and it's going to come back around.
Oh, absolutely. It's temporary and something outside of your work to spark a passion, to spark an interest, or find something in your work to do something new, do something creative. Something we've been doing, I mean, it's a lot of work, is last year we had a holiday market. That was something new. That was something exciting. So I look forward to not, I don't know where I'll be at my maternity leave. I need to figure that out. But having a holiday market, just bringing small business outside vendors into the studio and having a day reflected on supporting small businesses, um, celebrating anniversaries at the studio, doing something different, trying out things, like you said, just throwing things at the wall, seeing what sticks, seeing what
Yeah.
works. Yeah, make it fun, make it new, make it exciting, give yourself a challenge. And I think that's the beauty too, is even though I'm burnt out, it gives me a challenge every single day rather than just like flying dormant.
Well, I think that that's when you know, right? When it's time to leave versus when you're just burned out is like
Oh
when
yeah.
you are flying dormant or when you are no longer motivated by the outcome or when like you're just not mentally present. So there's a difference between needing a break and just like full on being totally disconnected from what's going on, that you're just like thinking about something else, doing something else, like in a whole nother world.
Mhm.
And I think that's when I knew I needed to leave is like I stopped caring. It's just like I was just like I just whatever, I'm done, like
Yeah.
sure do this. Like I stopped being invested in like what the actual outcome went, which at the end of the day isn't good for the company I was at. Like it's not good for the business and it's not good for me personally. So like mutually it just wasn't a good situation.
Right.
I think if you truly care about, like, the end goal and the passion, but, like, you just need a nap, like,
Mhm. Mhm.
that's something that's fixable, and that's something that, like, the business wants you there at the end of the day, you wanna be there at the end of the day, like, let's discuss how to take a break or, like, how to cut back on some workload or some responsibilities, like, workload versus like not caring are two different things. And that's when that conversation needs to happen between you and your manager of like, let's figure out how to make this work
Right.
because I want to be here, but like, I'm also not mentally capable of being here in the same capacity I'm being here today because I am burned out, because I need a break, because whatever X, Y, and Z the situation is versus like I'm just totally checked out. And that's when I think when you know that it's time for you to make a change.
Absolutely. I fully agree. I made a change and I stopped teaching dance, and that was ultimately good because I just put all my identity into dance. And I was like, okay, I still need to have some sort of
Dance.
connection to that.
Yeah.
And then I got suckered in even more to the dance world. And it was like early 2020. And I wasn't doing it for me anymore. I was doing it for other people because I was obviously requested.
Obviously.
My presence was requested. My expertise was requested. It's like, how can I say no?
Did your dog just groan at you?
Yes, which is so funny because I don't think they're in here. No, the door's closed and they're outside the door.
Well,
But um COVID happened and then that just completely wiped out that option and I I didn't go back
no.
afterwards.
Are you happier for it?
Yeah. I mean, at some point in my life, I think I'll feel comfortable going to see a ballet, going to something dance related. I've kind of completely cut that identity out of my life and out of my body because I think I'm just trying to discover who I am outside of that and not be always attached to it. Um,
I remember when I wanted to take you to see the Nutcracker at Segerstrom,
no,
and you were very kindly and respectfully like,
no,
"No, I
do not.
can't go see that." And I didn't understand like the full impact of that because I don't come from like
No,
an intense dance background or actually any dance background, besides at the club. But
that's the only time you'll see my dance skills, my very
they come out.
amateur dance skills. Uh,
Amateur, you whip out a whole single ladies choreo
I
moment and the
do.
whole dance floor clears. It's just not, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
compete.
yeah, yeah. No, you can't compete. But no, my classical training
Classical.
is what I'm
Good. Ooh.
talking about. My very classical training. No, I will not be seeing the Nutcracker. Don't ask me. I will not go. I can I can sing that whole ballet beginning to end. I can play all roles. I could probably still do majority of the dances. Every now and then I'll go into a downward a spiral,
Downward
downward
spiral.
spiral
Yeah.
or a black hole and just watch dance videos and reminisce and I'll put on classical music for my dogs before we leave because they're cultured beings,
Obviously.
obviously. And anytime I come home, there's a piece from a ballet playing and it all comes back to me, like, my body reacts, and I'm like, "Oh," and I, like, remember every single step. I take
You know what this
it goes
reminds
back
me
to it.
of? Have
Black Swan.
you, yes, but um are you a fan of the Marvel movies?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. So there's this one character, Black Widow, who's like
Mm,
a Russian converted agent.
yeah.
She now works for the Avengers. But as part of her training in Russia, they were trained in like ballet.
Mm,
And her like trigger to like get her to like switch, I'm not good in spy terminology, but like switch back to like being an agent for Russia was like ballet music or like classical
interesting.
music.
Yeah,
Yes, I feel like you'd really relate to that.
possibly.
Scarlett Johansson's the actress, and she's
Cutie. Yeah.
a little
It
badass.
will come back to me. Like the other day on Instagram, just like pieces of music came up on the screen and it had like A, B, C, D options and classical music playing, and you had to choose the musical note or section that matched what was playing. And I got
Oh,
100% every single time. And I was like, whoa,
oh,
I can still read music. I can still, that's so cool.
that's really good. I couldn't tell you anything. However, if there's this one account I follow, and she plays like the first couple seconds of a Taylor Swift
Oh, yeah.
song on piano and just like the chords,
Yes.
I get most of those right. So
I'm gonna
I'm
have to
proud of
play
myself.
a game with you and Kelsey the next time we're all in town together, um, where I'll play Taylor Swift songs. One song is gonna be, what's it called when she redid her music?
Taylor's version.
Yeah, one is gonna be Taylor's version and one's not gonna be Taylor's version. I'm just gonna play the first few seconds of the song,
Mm,
and you both have to guess if it's Taylor's version or
the original
the ori
version?
yeah,
Interesting.
and then if you get it wrong, you have to drink.
Okay. Well, we're prone to doing that, so
Yeah,
that works.
yeah. Anyhow, fun game to play.
Fun game.
Any other thoughts? Any wisdom to put the cherry on top of this?
I don't think so. I think it's like really finding that clarity of like, do I need a nap or am I totally detached or it's time for me to like take a break? And I think those are like two very clear distinctions of burnout.
Yeah,
Um, that I think are important to identify. And back to my earlier point, I really feel like if your burnout is related to stress about losing your job, let's figure out a way to like not have that be the stressor in your life.
yeah,
And I know that's easier said than done. I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but what can we do from maybe it's not a monetary perspective of having like a side thing. It's networking, it's building relationships, it's like feeling comfortable and like what you've built from a relationship standpoint that like if something were to happen with your job, you could pivot. And
yeah.
so, you know,
I
that's
feel
what I
like I
want for
could
people.
pivot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pivot, but I think
I
I'm
feel like we could lean into your sourdough business.
oh, I haven't touched her in a while.
Is she
Poor
alive?
Stella. Yeah, she's just got a lot of hooch. She's a little hoochie mama in there.
My God, that reminds me. So my child Everett has a beta fish tank,
Oh,
and we have some snails in there to take care of the algae and stuff.
is there a fish in there?
There's a beta fish,
Okay, it's still alive?
barely.
Okay.
Um, I noticed yesterday when I was going to feed the fish that there are these in two different areas of the tank above the water line pods of pink eggs, and they're big. And I'm pretty sure the snails have mated because he has two snails,
Yeah.
and they're snail eggs.
Are
And it's
snail eggs
very,
pink?
I don't know, but they're pink. I don't know what else would lay eggs above the water line. It's definitely
Eh,
not this fish that lives alone because he has no mates. It's got to be the snails.
maybe a snail and a fish?
Maybe.
No, I don't know how that works.
Anyways, it's a very interesting scenario we have. I think we're starting a snail
Well,
farm,
oh,
and
keep us
my
updated.
end goal is to get rid of the fish tanks altogether.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they're kind of,
they're
like, gross.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
yeah. Hmm. Well, keep us updated on the fertility of the eggs and
To
what
do
they
with them.
become to be. You just
It
let it
makes
happen.
eating caviar a whole different situation.
Yeah, I don't wanna think about it.
Have you had caviar? Yeah.
Mhm.
You did the bumps at the wedding, right?
I did the bumps. We had some at your birthday weekend. We were doing bumps. Yeah.
I need a piece so bad. Hold
Well,
I'm gonna just jiggle for a second.
jiggle, wiggle,
This is
wiggle,
what you're gonna do. You
wiggle,
probably are
jiggle.
doing it because the baby sits in your bladder.
I'm doing my Kegels.
And that's what I do too.
I came across an Instagram page where she'll just come on and just go, and squeeze all the way up and hold, 2, 3, and release,
So
and hold halfway, and squeeze all the way, and hold for 3,
this is what
2,
you're watching?
1, release. Yeah, and I'll do it. She just randomly pops up on my when I'm scrolling through the reels, she just randomly pops up, and I'm like, "Oh, time for my Kegels."
So this is why I love Pure Barre because I have to have, with or without children, the ultimate bladder strength because I don't like public restrooms. I have a full fear. I only want to go in my bathroom, in my house,
Yikes. Doesn't that
alone.
hurt?
Well, eventually, like you have to go, but I will hold it. I'll be sitting at my desk at work, like jiggling my legs as long as I can until it can't be held.
Wow.
So I imagine I'm gonna do it right now because I really have to pee. We're just gonna close our eyes, or everyone. We're gonna manifest a
Um,
dry desert. Just think of a desert with the land cracking
I already
because
see
it's
water.
so. You see water?
Because I know where you're going with this. I'm seeing the dry land, and now I'm seeing water just like creep up out of the.
That's not my point of this.
Okay.
Have you seen a dry desert? It already shrunk back up into
I
my
have a
body.
colorful imagination. Okay, let's start again.
No, we're
A dry
okay.
desert.
Remember Pirates of the Caribbean when Johnny Depp is
Oh,
in
yes.
the
Mm-hmm.
basically hell or
Yeah.
purgatory or something. So we're in a dry desert. The land is crackling. You can't. There's no water in sight. Take a deep breath in. The pee has left your body. That works for me every time. It literally just worked for me.
Wow. That's
This is
relaxing.
manifesting.
Manifesting at its finest. There you
I'm
go.
not kidding. And literally, I was like shaking my legs before. I'm like,
Look at that, my
okay,
friends.
dry desert, broken ground because there's literally no water. Okay.
We're just doing the most of here. One second we're kegling, the next second we're manifesting. uh,
This conversation might be why I eventually get fired, but we're not worried about it because we just talked about it.
no,
I
there's
would hate
no,
to be fired. I do
yeah,
love my job, but we will be fine and we will pivot and we're going from there. It's only up,
all the way up.
just like my bladder. So,
Just like my, just like my kegels, all the way up. Like sucked in. Anything else to add to
nope,
any of
quite,
this?
quite literally no.
Quite
Oh,
literally nothing. We're
wait,
still
Pepper got a
watching.
bath today.
Oh, was
We didn't
she
talk about
sedated?
this. No, but they did call me. So if you don't know, Pepper, my sweet soul right here, if you're not watching, watch her.
She's the
Um,
most majestic thing.
Majestic, but she's terrified of water. And so she gets this is gonna sound gross, but she runs through rosemary every single day. So she smells like a peach blossom slash a rosemary
It's
plant.
not weird. It's beautiful.
Um, she self bathes in the nature. She gets like one bath a year because we have to take her to the vet to do it because they have to like strap her down certain way. It's like
Yeah.
tragic, but like she can't go to a normal groomer.
Aw.
She's just so special.
She is special.
Um, but they called me today. They texted me at like 11 and said that she'd be ready for pickup at 11:30 and at like 11:25 and I told Garrett who's going to go grab her. Um, they called me at 11:25 and were like, "Hey, so we've tried trimming her nails a few times and we just
Aw.
cannot get her. She's just like body thrashing. She's like
Yeah.
not um they couldn't do it and of course you want to be like sensitive if they cut it accidentally too
Right.
deep. There's like nerves and stuff. So,
So scary.
um they're like we want to give her a light sedative and you can pick her up later today and I was like, "Hmm, she's fine."
Yeah, she's
You
fine.
know. So they said they would send us home with a sedative and we could give it to her. She has an annual in July.
Okay,
That
it's coming
we
up.
can give it to her before we bring her in, but then Garrett
Yeah.
forgot to grab it. So there's that. Um,
Mm,
but she's fine. She walks every day, and so I feel like naturally her nails are kind of ground down
yeah,
on
they
the
get
concrete.
filed.
She's living her best life. Look at her.
Oh, sweet.
Hello. Oh, do you see your
Precious
auntie,
girl. Hi,
your
my
girlfriend?
baby. I
Yeah.
miss you. I'll see you
Mm,
soon.
she's the sweetest little freak.
Sweet girl.
Oh,
Um,
all
anything
right.
reality TV? Nothing to note. Everyone's.
Nothing to note. Let's
I
talk
mean, there's
about
everything to note. Real
Rhode Island.
Housewives, yeah, of Rhode Island. Wow, 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 wow. They just keep
I
delivering.
I said it in my post-class announcements yesterday
Oh,
evening.
did you?
Yeah, so it's like go home
Go
because
home
I watch on Peacock, so I watch the day
the
after it
next day.
airs.
Yeah.
So it airs normally on Sundays, so I see it on Mondays. And so it's Monday night. And I was like, go home, open a beverage of your choice. Doesn't have to be alcohol, whatever suits your fancy, and put on excuse me, bitch, we're almost done. Put
She's
on
over it.
Real Housewives of Rhode Island. It's the best program on television right now. They've already been renewed for season 2. It's not even like halfway through the season. It's incredible.
Exactly. It's incredible. Even Ashley Iconetta, who has nothing to really give,
No.
is giving.
She's
I
giving
was
and not giving.
dying at the masquerade dinner, and she's crying over the fact that she has nothing to cry about. I'm like, wow,
Right?
what a dream.
What a dream.
What a dream.
What
I
a
would
life
love
to
that.
live.
She's like crying at the fact that one day someone is going to
Somewhat.
die.
One day something will happen and then
Happen.
I'll have something to cry about. So I'm crying
Yes.
about the fact it has happened. Bitch, you know how to open the
Yeah.
door. You know how to open the door.
And
Open the door.
then she was crying this time around when Rosie and Kelsey were going at it at breakfast. It was great. It was beautiful. It was all wonderful. Rue La La is
Rulala.
a liar.
I'm no longer convinced she's delusional. I think she's
No,
intentionally I think she knows and she's just like,
she
this is my
knows.
life and we're
Oh,
dealing with it.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's something legally happening on the family front where they have a deal negotiation. Specifically at the Derby, the mistress was acting up, so they had to quickly leave, handle the
Deal with
mistress.
her.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
wild, wild, wild. Love it,
Can
love
we
it.
talk about the fact that I can't imagine a scenario, and so this is where, like, the people coming at me for shitting on my husband, which is not shitting, it's again,
We're
reporting facts.
venting. We're reporting facts. We're venting. We're just wives.
We're reporting realities of what's happening.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't think of a scenario where I would have the time or energy to facilitate another relationship beyond the one I'm in.
No.
I barely have time to facilitate the one I'm in.
No.
Like, I swear to
Yeah.
God, dog.
I
I don't have time for this dog,
no.
let
I
alone
don't have
a
time.
boyfriend. And
Mm-mm.
if it's not going to be a boyfriend, it's probably
Mm,
going to be a girl because at this point, I don't need more male energy in my life. I
no.
need peace and calm. And that's not coming from another boyfriend, okay?
No. It is not. Yeah, I too do not
Not
have the
even
time
female
or
energy
energy.
because this bitch won't leave me alone. Like, look at this girl. She's just
Yeah.
scratching at the door to get out. Hold, please. She's literally losing her mind.
No. Pepperoni.
Guarantee you in 30 seconds, she's going to be clawing at the door to come
Oh,
back
for
in.
sure. But yes, I too do not have the energy. I would have the time because I'm
I
alone,
don't.
but
N
majority of the time, but I don't have the energy, nor do I want to. Like, no.
It's too much work.
It's too much work, and I just love my husband too much. I love that man. He's not even in front of me.
Okay.
He does annoy
Well,
me.
no, I do love my husband. He annoys the shit out of me. I love him. I don't want two of him. And that's what and
That's what it is.
I know he doesn't want two of me. Okay? So
Yeah.
I know what I am
Mhm.
to his friends or
Yeah.
the men of the internet. I know what I am. Okay? He doesn't want two of me.
No. No.
If he does, good luck.
My husband cannot handle two of me. He's already put into not plan or anything, but if anything were to happen to me, God forbid, um, you would never see that man again. He would go into the wilderness and become one with nature and lose contact with the entire world.
I feel like that track.
Yes, and that means so much to me that he would just become like, I don't know,
A hermit.
a
He
hermit.
already is a hermit.
He
He's just a
is.
hermit with you.
Yeah, he would just become a hermit because I was no longer there. He would just give up his entire life to not
Well,
exist in
now you
this
have
world.
a baby though.
Yes.
So we have
Mm.
to like see how that transitions. Not that
Yeah.
he would find someone new, but like hopefully
No.
he doesn't like fully go off grid with the baby.
No.
We need childcare or like
Yeah.
doctor care at some point.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
What else is on reality TV? Love Island is starting up soon. Cannot
Yes.
wait. We're going to have our Love Island nights. It's going to be stunning. It's going to be beautiful. There's
I
going to be
think
so
Kelsey
much to
and I
talk
are
about.
in Europe when it starts, so hopefully that VPN works.
That's so rude.
You can come.
I have
Do you
so
wanna
much
come?
going on in June.
Do you?
I'm moving.
Yeah. Oh, come and then make your husband pack.
There you go. Perfect. You know, fun fact, I've never been to Europe.
My husband had never been to Europe till he met me either, so it's
There you go. I'll be my first. You'll pop everyone's Europe cherry.
I'm gonna pop everyone's cherry. Jason, I don't think's ever been to Europe. I'll attribute that to Kelsey coming, but it's really me. No, you're coming to Europe with me once,
Perfect.
twice, 3 times, all the times.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Summer house. Wow.
Okay. A moment for my boys lie camo shirt.
Yes.
I love this shirt. I love the brand. I feel like Amanda, I can't fully fault her because I feel like when you're in a marriage like you're not seeing straight. And I think that's what most of the cast has like come out and said. We'll see how their reunion goes, but like they're willing to fix things with Amanda, but they're not willing to fix things with West because I feel like West was clear-headed in the situation of like he was
Oh,
not
for
part of
sure.
this toxic marriage.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing my shirt because I love the
Is
brand and I'm not fully giving up on Amanda. I
was
do
that
feel
her
bad for
company or
her.
something?
Well, no, she wore it in one of the
Oh, yeah,
episodes
yeah.
before
Okay.
the scandal broke, and so
Oh,
I
it's
bought it
fine.
because I was like, "Oh, that's so cute." But obviously, all the Summer House fans are gonna notice.
It's okay.
Um,
It's like when, what's that one guy? If the glove don't fit, might as well quit. When he's driving the Bronco.
OJ Simpson.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson when when he was in the getaway car in the Bronco. I mean, that did it for Broncos for a while, but
They
they had
came
their
back though.
resurgence. Yeah.
They came back.
So don't you worry.
They'll come back. No, I don't appreciate that Amanda doubled down on this alleged relationship,
Yeah.
especially when it's come out he's been like dating other people. Like if you're gonna do this in your friend group, you both got to be all in. Like this has to be it, right? Like
Yes. Yeah. You got to get
so
married.
the whole thing feels a little off. I'm just chalking it up to her being like in a toxic relationship that
Oh,
like Kyle's not
absolutely.
perfect by any means. Like I don't want us
No,
to like glorify Kyle. Like if you watch the most recent episode, not the one that's on this week, it
I
hasn't
haven't
aired
watched
yet,
it. Yeah.
but the one from last week,
Him saying F
he
you to
is,
her?
yeah, it's like for no
No.
reason. Whatever your issues were, the way he treated her was not okay.
No, terrible.
So let's not glorify him,
Uh,
which I feel like is happening. He's fine. Like they were clearly
right.
not
They're not
really
meant to be
together
together. Yeah.
for a while. Like they were
They've had
roommates
issues for a
living
long time.
together. Yeah. Not that that makes us any of this okay, but like it's more on like West who was coming from the outside of the relationship who was like more clear-minded that I feel like that's where the blame more should lie and I feel like that's what the
Right.
cast is saying too. So it's like
Crazy.
they're willing to like hear Amanda out or like hear her side or forgive her like whatever, but like West it's like absolutely not because you went into this without any of this like toxic behavior past in your marriage because he wasn't married and just came in as like a single guy like so the whole thing is, I mean, it makes for great television. It's sad for the people involved, and
Sad for the people
I'm just praying
involved.
for the dogs.
Praying for the dogs. Thanks for the entertainment. Um,
Can't wait for
can't
Lindsay
wait for
Hubbard
the
and Sierra to like
yes, the reunion.
hold it
I
down.
can't wait for the timelines to be cleared up, all the things.
I saw a clip right before we filmed from Best of Bravo from tonight's episode, which I have not
Oh, of
watched
them
yet.
hugging. Yeah, that's a little
Sus.
weird. A
So they're all saying that
little
it all started in
suspicious.
February of this year. Of course, this most recent season that's airing was filmed last summer, so like July, August, and
It's
they were for sure,
for sure. I would
for sure. There
never
was at least something emotional there, but I
hug
think it was more.
someone's wife or husband like that. Could you imagine if I wrapped my arms around Garrett's neck like that? Like,
He's
it,
not used to the sensation, so he would probably
it would-
not. Kidding. But no, like, I mean, you just think of Garrett's friends getting mad at me for reporting his behavior on the podcast.
things could be a
Would
lot worse.
never would never hug them like that,
Oh,
clearly.
no, no,
Like,
no, no.
no.
So gross.
I barely give side hugs at this point. So
Yeah.
That's just also my own
And I mean, I'm a
issues.
hugger, but I'm not going in like
Have you
that.
ever hugged Garrett?
I think I have done like a side hug.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
I've maybe given a side hug.
he's not a
Sorry.
hugger either. He's not a hugger. So he too will give like a very gentle side hug.
Yeah, we're not huggers over here.
No. Whoop.
Yeah. Is he moving?
He is. Wow. Yeah.
Want to go to sleep?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
That'd be a good idea.
Well, watch Rhode Island. It's the best
Watch Rhode
program on
Island.
television. We
Really.
are here if you want to talk about your exit strategy, your feelings.
I think.
You have an email you want us to read.
Yeah,
We're
send
here.
us your email submissions. We're here
Please
for it.
do.
Please do.
Continue to send the Cybertrucks. We appreciate those. But also send your emails and we will be happy to read them.
Someday I'll see a Cybertruck out here and I will get a photo.
Or you move back. It's one of the two.
Mm.
But that's our episode. Next week we're going to be talking about friendship breakups that hit harder than work breakups. We wouldn't have experience in that, would we?
Friend breakups?
No, because you're not leaving me ever.
No.
Obviously not. But we're going to talk
No.
about it.
No. You're never leaving me.
No, obviously not.
There we go.
There we go. Well, that's our program.
That's our program.
Catch us, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you guys for being here.
Love ya.
Happy anniversary to my friends, Vanessa and Rocky.
Shout out.
And Jamie did go to the No Doubt concert. So there's that.
There we go.
Toodles.
Toodaloo.
See
Bye.
you guys next week. Bye.